Let's do this, guys. I'm super excited. Thank you for joining me about this topic, fat loss, fat loss, fat loss. I know that's the number one goal in the fitness world, and that's what I'm here to talk about on this fat loss workshop. So these are proven ways to lose inches and to tone your body, all right? So number one, I want to share with you guys our mission at Lead the Way Fitness. It is to rebuild slow metabolisms and increase the confidence of our clients, okay? Because those are the two main things that people tend to struggle with is their metabolism and their confidence. And those obviously create insecurities. We want to address those and help people with those. So who am I? Who's this schmuck running the call today? So if I've not met you guys yet, my name is Dustin Bogle, and I actually lost 60 pounds of fat from nutrition and from training. And so there is my before and after photo. I need to have a second after photo, which is where I lost my hair. But that is my transformation. So it was definitely going to the gym, eating right, and just really, finding what works for my body and then teaching that to other people and then learning that, hey, sometimes what worked for me didn't work for everybody and learning other methods of fat loss. So been doing it 16 years now and definitely have transformed thousands of people that have come through our gyms, which is really, really rewarding. And we will continue to change thousands more moving forward. So that's just a little bit about me. But what I'll tell you guys is, man, that before photo was me with insecurities, with, fears, with lack of confidence. And life was just not as good as it could have been as when I did have those things. So that's what I love giving to other people, is not just their health, but their confidence and, a healthy mindset and just self-esteem. There's just so many good things that come from it. So what we're going to cover today is common fat loss mistakes. What is results-based training? What does that look like? And then how to work with a coach if you're not working with one already. All right. So we will jump into this stuff, guys. This is good stuff to take notes on, by the way. All right. So we're going to cover 3 common mistakes. Number 1 is doing too much cardio. All right. And the reason that I think a lot of people start there is because of how it makes you feel when you do cardio. Your body temperature goes up, you sweat, you feel your heart pumping, you get that blood flow. And so it's easy to just kind of assume that, hey, this must be doing good for my body. I'm burning calories, right? We always hear that. Man, my temperature must be up. I must be burning calories. That's why there's things like hot yoga, or people wear sweaters and sauna suits to the gym because they think heat equals fat burning. But that is not true, because that is external. It's not internal. Change that's happening. So here's the downside. All right. The pros are, those are all good things. Here's the downside of cardio. When you are done doing cardio, you stop burning fat. So if you do a 30-minute run, the minute you stop running and your heart rate comes down, you're no longer burning any more fat. All right. So that's the downside. You have to almost always be doing cardio all day long to burn fat. Okay. You also have to increase more time. All right. So if you run 3 miles and you do that for a month, it's going to start becoming easy. And then you need to go 4 miles. Then you need to go 5 miles. If you do 30 minutes on a machine, you got to go to 40 minutes and 50 minutes. And you always keep having to add more time to get results. All right. And that's not scalable. And it's not sustainable. And then finally, it does not long-term increase your metabolism. It only increases it in the moment. And metabolism runs all day long. So we want to find a better solution. Okay. So that's where strength training comes in. Okay. When you do strength training, your calorie burning is happening 24 hours a day. And why is that happening? Because your muscles need calories to maintain themselves. So they're like Pac-Man in your body. They just need to eat calories all day, which is good, because even if you cheat and you have something like some ice cream or pizza, your muscles are just going to eat it up and metabolize it up. And you're not going to gain weight. All right. So you tend to see people who have fast metabolisms tend to have more muscle. And that's why more muscle equals higher metabolism. It also tones and shapes your body. All right. When you have muscle, that is the tone that people are chasing. And then we talked about this. It does increase your metabolism, because all day long, your body is burning more fat. Now, there are cons. If you do strength training with improper form, this is where injury can occur. And that's why it's good to work with a coach to check your form and make sure you're not going too heavy for your strength and for what your form is looking like. We always want to be working on form. And then the other thing is people can get complacent with the weight, all right, that they're picking. So they can go grab the 5-pound dumbbells and just pick the same dumbbells every single time. And then they might get frustrated, say, hey, this strength training thing doesn't work. When in all reality, it's because they're not working on actually getting stronger. You have to get stronger for it to continue to, show progress. So the way that I look at it is fat is like a big pillow inside your body, while muscle is like a rock. They both weigh a pound, but they take up a different amount of space in your body. All right. And that's the main difference. So a lot of people are surprised when they see this past client, Dina, who visually looks like she lost a ton of weight, but on the scale, she only lost 6 pounds. And that's because she got rid of the pillows in her body and she added more rocks. So she got into it to become a smaller, tighter version of her. And that's why, again, we want to look at strength training for the long-term body transformation. Okay. Second mistake, guys, is cutting out carbs. We don't want to eliminate carbs. They're not the devil. They have a lot of benefits. Okay. Number one, they help your muscles recover from a workout. They also boost your immunity. All right. A lot of people who go on keto, which is a low carb diet, super low carb, they tend to talk about the keto flu and getting sick. And sometimes they say that that's because your body's going through the changes. It's switching from burning sugar to fat. But a lot of times it's because they just cut out their main source of immunity boosting, which is carbs. And so they get sick. They don't just get keto flu, they get regular flu. All right. Carbs are also a big source of energy. When you cut them out, you tend to have weaker performance in the gym. You used to have less energy throughout the day. And you might find yourself yawning more and needing to reach for sugar and caffeine, when really you just might need to have a little bit more carbs in your diet. Okay. Things like headaches come up, low energy, extra soreness. So again, carbs are not evil and they've been painted to be. And so I want to, do a little education here, because I don't think we've ever really been told this, because nutrition is not taught in school. There's actually 3 parts to the carb family. Okay. You got your starchy carbs, which are oats and rice and potatoes and bread and pastas. Then you got your fibrous carbs. These are fruits and vegetables. And then you got your sugary carbs. And this is cakes, cookies, candies, and then even honey and maple syrup. All right. So it's about having a balance. All right. We need starchy carbs. There are benefits to having potato and rice and things like that. We need fibrous carbs. Those keep you full. And then, hey, there's nothing wrong with having some sugary carbs, but in moderation. Okay. So most people don't even know all these foods are considered a carb. They tend to just think of the first batch, starchy carbs. Okay. So that's the second mistake, but we're going to go to the third, and that is unrealistic expectations. Okay. Unrealistic expectations. So what that looks like in the fitness world is these crazy claims. Okay. You're going to burn 1,000 calories in a workout, which I just Googled really quick and I found it. And this is about a 15-minute workout and it claims to burn 1,000 calories. All right. But there's no calorie police. There's nobody searching the internet looking for people that are putting out false claims. So people could put whatever they want, right? They could write this burns 5,000 calories and nobody's going to stop them. Also losing a pound a day. All right. That's very, very fast. And usually if you lose it fast, it's not going to stay off. So unrealistic results leads to unrealistic, unrealistic programs lead to unrealistic results. And it's unrealistic to lose 30 pounds in 30 days. Okay. So let's get real. Weight is actually not the best way to track results. Okay. So that's the other mistake, is people track just weight, and it's just kind of been conditioned in us. How much do you weigh? What's your scale weight? Are you losing weight? Weight Watchers is a company out there. It's one way to track your progress, but it's not the best way. Okay. We actually prefer you track your inches. That shows your body is changing, like that photo of Dina. You're losing the pillows and you're gaining more muscle. Okay. The rocks. There's a lot of things that affect your weight. And here is a list. Okay. Just to kind of give you a handful. When you're hydrated, you weigh differently. When you're dehydrated, you weigh differently. Okay. Stress and cortisol. When you are highly stressed, your body will hold on to a little bit more fat. Ladies, that time of the month, you've probably seen the bloat come on. You didn't gain fat. You just bloated. You got some more water weight on you. Okay. The time of the day. All right. We tend to fluctuate 5 pounds throughout the day. At the end of the day, you're 5 pounds heavier And that's all the food and stuff you've been drinking sitting in your system. Then you go to sleep, your digestion has a chance to catch up for 8 hours, and then you wake up and you're lighter, okay? You didn't do a bunch of cardio while you were sleeping, but you lost 5 pounds, okay? It's just food. High sodium intake, all right? If you go out to eat on the weekends, Monday, you can best believe you will weigh more Monday morning because you have all that sodium, all that water weight in your body. And then inflammation. If you eat foods that inflame you, these can all cause weight gain, all right? So that's why, again, there's so many things that can affect it. Is not the best way to track progress, all right? So now that I talked about some mistakes, all right, focusing on cardio, cutting out carbs, and looking at the scale, now let's talk about getting you guys results, all right? Results-based training. What is the better way to approach training, all right? Now, you guys have options. You can go to the gym. You can go to a big box gym where they give you access to equipment, but it's kind of do it on your own, figure it out on your own type of format. There's no one there to really help you. And, you know, that's why a lot of people who have gym memberships don't see results, okay? So here is what you get when you work with a coach, all right? I call it the 3 C's of coaching when we're coaching on the floor, all right? Correction, challenge, and cheer, all right? First of all, we want to keep you safe. We want to check your form. We want to correct it if it's not being performed the right way. And that way, the load is on the muscles, all right? You don't want to feel the load in your joints. If you feel it in your joints, you're doing something wrong. You want the muscles to be burning. We want tension on the muscles, and that means we're doing correct form. After we get our form down, we want to challenge, all right? We want to make sure we're lifting more weight, we're moving quicker, we're keeping tension on the muscle longer. And coaches are good about doing that, but also not overdoing it, right? Because there can always be too much. So you got to stay challenged. If you ever get complacent, then you're not going to see results. And then finally, there's cheer, all right? Let's say your form is perfect and you do not need to be challenged. You have the right amount of weight. At that point, the coaches are there to cheer you on and they say, awesome, keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm proud of you. Just give me a few more, right? And these are the 3 C's of a coach on the floor, all right? The next is the coach in the kitchen, because there's so much information out there when it comes to nutrition, and it's usually conflicting. One expert will say carbs are the devil, and the next expert will say you can have carbs all you want. So who do we believe, right? Because they both make a case. Well, I want to present this option, okay? It's very simple. There's always 2 forces at work. There's something that's working to add more stress in your life. And yes, exercise is on that list. It's on the white side of the yin and the yang here, okay? Exercise is a stress. Being dehydrated is stressful to your body. Under eating, all right, not giving your body enough fuel, all right? That's like putting a gallon of gas in your car and expecting to drive across the state. Not gonna happen, right? And then inadequate sleep, all right? So this just keeps, you know, really hurting your body the more and more it happens, and it starts to compound over time. So these are all the negative things that add stress. And yes, again, exercise is on there. There can be too much exercise. There are days that you should not exercise because you have too much stress going on and you need to take a break, all right? A rest day is not a bad thing. And then the other side are the things that replenish your body, okay? Sleep, okay? We need those 8 hours of sleep. It rebuilds our body. Water, getting plenty of hydration. Your body is 70% water, and 100% of the processes it carries out, it needs water to do those processes, including metabolism. So when you're dehydrated, metabolism is not happening in an optimized way, okay? Nutrition, under eating or eating the right amounts to fuel your body, and then de-stressing, all right? What are you doing to calm your body down and to just calm your mind down? We have to have this yin and yang, all right? If you have too much yin and not enough yang, you find yourself having that slow metabolism. You find your body not operating like it should be. We got to take care of it, all right? So that's the other side of having a coach, is a coach in the kitchen. And then the final one is a coach in your mind, okay? So this is things like motivation. Those days you just don't feel like going to the gym, boom, you get a motivational story or post from your coach in our Facebook group or on your feed, okay? At the end of our sessions, we really pride ourselves on telling inspirational stories or teaching you things about fitness and nutrition so that you leave better than when you came in, all right? And then if we haven't seen you in a while, boom, an accountability text, okay, to make sure that you're showing up to your workouts. So again, a coach on the floor, a coach in the kitchen and a coach in your mind. This is the better way to get results, okay? Because the other way is you do it on your own, and it tends to be spending a lot of time doing cardio on a cardio machine, cutting out carbs and being miserable and unhappy and just getting frustrated with the scale. All right, that's the on your own model, and a lot of people are doing it and they're not happy. To have a coach design your program, design your nutrition, and to keep you accountable, that's the better way to get to results, the faster way. All right, so we're going to talk about that next. But before I do, I want to say that, hey, I kind of practice what I preach, because if there's anything in my life that I want to get better at, I actually learned that it's better to just go hire a coach to get to my goal faster. Okay. So for example, I wanted to learn to play the drums. I went and got a drum coach. I wanted to learn how to surf. I went and got a surf coach. My dogs were not very agreeable when I wanted to take them for a walk. I got a dog trainer, right? And so like, these are things that you want to think about. Like, do you want to spend the time and the energy and the frustration trying to figure it out on your own? Or you just want to go to an expert and just say, all right, let's just figure this out. How can I get to where I want to go as quickly as possible with the least amount of work, right? You're the expert. You devote yourself to studying this subject matter. Tell me how to get where I want to go. All right. And that's why, again, the easiest way to get to where you want to go anywhere in life is with a coach. You have a business, hire a business coach. You want to get better relationships, get a relationship coach. That is the secret that I've really come to learn many, many years. So not only do I preach coaching, I'm a believer and I purchase it pretty often. Okay. So guys, we are launching an exciting challenge called the Take Back Your Health Challenge. Okay. And here's what kind of makes us different when people come to this gym. And if you ask any of our clients, they probably would agree. Okay. Number one, everything to us is about getting you results. We want to help you rebuild your metabolism. We want to clean out the foods that are slowing your metabolism and kind of blocking it up, and put in the things that get you results. Okay. Second is service, customer service. We want to care for you more than any other gym you've been to. It's important for us to know your first name. We want to know what's going on in your life, and we want to coach you through things as life changes, because what you struggle with during the summer is going to be different during Christmas, right? We're going to need to coach you through it. It's not just a one size fits all for the whole calendar. Okay. Community. You're going to be around other people that are trying to do the same thing. And when you get surrounded by like-minded people, it's a very powerful thing when you're all striving to move in the same direction. And one of the things that we love about our community, it's very positive, very encouraging. All right. There's no judgments. And then finally, carbs. People love our gym and our nutrition plan because we don't get rid of carbs. Okay. We keep them. We show you how you can keep burgers and pizza and beer and ice cream and whatever you love in your diet and still lose weight. All right. So that is what makes our program different. So this Take Back Your Health 6-week challenge is actually beginning September 20. All right. It's $37 a week, which is a steal to work with a coach. Some personal trainers charge that for one session, and that would be a cheap trainer. So this challenge, again, begins September 20. We are only taking 20 people per location, and we have 3 locations: Victorville, Monrovia, and Alta Loma in Rancho Cucamonga. So basically, this is all about you just getting healthy, feeling good on the inside, and then it'll show on the outside. And the main thing we want you to achieve from this is, yes, getting healthy, losing inches, but again, confidence. I know it's one of the biggest things that people are looking to get by getting healthy is they want to feel better in their clothes. They want to be happier what they see in the mirror. They want to talk a little bit more kindly to themselves when they're alone. All right. And that's what we're here to get physical health and mental health. All right. So if you guys have any questions, I know I got through that pretty quick. I wanted to just take a moment and answer any questions that you guys have. And if you're live here on the call and you got a question, you can drop it in. Or if you guys are watching the replay later on, just go ahead and drop a comment on this video, wherever it's posted. But does anybody here on the call have a question? You guys are good? Okay. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to save this as a replay and I'm going to post it. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to DM me, find me on Facebook at Dustin Vogel, or like I said, comment wherever you see this video posted, and we'll be sure to get you your answers. But yes, that is pretty much my fat loss tips to help you guys burn more fat, and not have to give up carbs, not have to give up hours on the cardio machine, and not have to give up your mental health, stepping on that scale and getting upset every time you do. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we are planning to do more live trainings every single month. So be sure to look out for those invitations, and the topic will change. This was our first one, and we're super excited to continue to do them for you guys so we can keep educating you around fat loss, nutrition, and mindset. All right, guys, appreciate you, and I will talk to you guys later.